How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a good day. Um, just doing a bit of paper trading on my Wayne's pivots. So it's moving down then. Yeah, I took a couple longs and it just went against me. So I was like, well, the market's obviously going down, so why not go short after this little consolidation here? So see if we get down to the S1, then the M1 would be nice, but I don't know. We're gonna try it. Let's see. Alright, this is the hourly here. Let's check out the 15 minutes on that. Right, so that is kind of close to the M1. If we can push through the S1, as long as we don't pump back over this. But, you know, just been going down. Be nice to get down here anyway to the S1. That would give us what? And that would go to 12. That'd be fine. We'll see. We will see. What is that voice about? I stopped doing that. Hope this doesn't pump back up. Seems to be pushing down a bit. Got 134 contracts at the 100. But seems to be pushing down a bit. Got 134 contracts at the 1. We're at the S1. Can we make it to the M1? That would be nice. That would be nice. Let's see how it reacts. If it stalls, I'll get out probably. But we're in a downtrend, right? in a downtrend, so why wouldn't it just keep pushing? Thank you. Down. You gotta hit that, right? Look at it. I think I'm a little, I'm gonna take that there. Well, I would have hit it anyway, but. So that's good. We were down 600, we're back up 980. It's not bad. Now, interestingly enough, we are coming down to this on our 15 too. Could be a hell of a sweep and a pump, right? But I thought that up here too. That's how I got down to 600 in the first place. I went long. Where did I go long to? I think I took a long around here. Then it came down. It was down like 300 and something. I think I longed off the M1, and it started going up, and I put my stop at the M1 because I figured, okay, I got to the S1, it's probably going to push up now and keep going. And then it came back down, took me out, and I think I got long at the S2, and it pushed up a bit, and then I put my stop just below, or maybe I put my stop lower on that one. But then I seen it kind of fail, so I put the stop up and then continued down again. So it is what it is, man. You just got to be careful, but it's a good system. Like, it obviously works. I know people that make money with it, so just got to try to be careful. I'll do that voice again. I'm not even trying to do that. Right now, do we consolidate here for a little bit? Bounce around off the S2. Oh, my eagle. He's gone. Yeah, like I said, that's why I'm paper trading with this, because after blowing up 20 accounts, maybe, most likely, in the last little while, trying to get used to this new trading system. So I was like, you know what, instead of paying for it, why don't I try to get to 3,000 like on an eval, and then try to get to 3,000 like on a payout, or a 4,100, whatever, like I normally would, trading this style. So that's what I'm doing now. So once I do it a couple times, then I'll go back to my normal evals and I'll pass them, and right, just to get used to it. And I'm trying to get used to it with one mini, because it's a good system and you can make money pretty quick. If the market's not too volatile, like it really isn't right now, you should be able to make, 1,500 fairly easy. So that's what I'm trying to do. So once we get to 1,500 on this one, because I trade like take profit trader and stuff like that, so I want to make 1,500. I don't want to make it, but if I can, I will, with a good setup or a good move. But yeah, if I can make 1,500 a day, that'll get me to the eval in a couple days, and then I can slowly, I'll probably drop down size then, obviously, because it's trailing drawdown, but I'll try to get to payout. Just gonna do it slowly. Hopefully you're having a good day too. If you need an account to take profit trader, please use code JW. I really appreciate it. If you're already using it, thank you. And if like and subscribe, or if you already are, thanks for coming back. But yeah, so this is a kind of a new setup. I don't really trade this very often. I've started over the last couple weeks, which is is really more consistent, I guess, if you wait for the setups. Like if I wait for this to just consolidate here for a little bit, see what it's going to do. I think it's going to go back up, obviously, but I got to wait for it to tell me it's going back up. Like if we get back over the M1, you know what I mean? Because we kind of swept everything here, right? If it was going to go back up, sometimes 10 to 8, my time. So 6:25-ish New York time. Right, like we did come down. Did we get right down to that? Like I can't. I hate these candle colors. I gotta change this. Right, like we're back above the M1. I'll give another second to tear people up. So I think this is the area where we're going to start moving back up. And I'll probably look for the M2. Alright, let it come down first a little bit more. Like, could probably take it from the M1 to the S1 pretty quickly. Right? You just bought here. Oh yeah, and you dump now. Right? As soon as I say it. But if you tried for level to level kind of thing. Not even full with this. This is just a see if we're gonna start pushing kind of thing. I don't even need that. What am I doing? What do I need? I'm there. 1470. Yeah, so okay. So that one's good for the day then. Just on that push. So we're down 600. 665. And we got that back up to basically 1500. Okay, so now we have our other one here that we traded yesterday. We were up 1,500 bucks. So we're considering that to be an account too. So we got the Jason one and the other one, the web one. So now we're going to try to get 1,500 in this one. And it's going to be the same kind of scenario. I'm going to kind of wait for this to pull. I hope it doesn't just go right above the S1 right now. I like for it to open a new candle, kind of dip down a little bit again, and get back above this M1 and look to get long. And look to take it to probably the M2. We'll see. Because that's not a huge move, but with one mini, it should be around 1,500 bucks. So, and put our stop below, back at the M1, if it starts pumping up, or below the low of this candle here. But I really don't. It's 2 minutes left. It's a nice wick. Come back down. Maybe even S2. Excuse me, a little bit below and pop up would be nice, but we're gonna wait for it. $130 left on the 5 minute. I don't think I was holding above, but it could be just suckering more people in before it dips down and then starts moving back up. But we'll see. Yeah, I haven't really been trading live for a little while, for like a week or two, because I was just getting destroyed. Which I probably should have been filming anyway, showing what I was doing. But yeah, I was trying to get used to this strategy, and I was just blowing myself up. Like 20, 30 accounts gone, and I'm like, oh my god. So I was like, no more accounts. I was gonna buy 5 more take profit traders like 2 days ago, and I was like, no more. I'm not doing it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting till I can paper trade it, just like my normal accounts, with 1 mini, get good enough that I can make consistent money. And once I can show that I can pass and take payouts consistently, then I'll start getting my live accounts again, or evals again. For now, no, I'm just doing this. Alright, it's an expensive lesson when you blow $3,000 or $4,000 just for trying to learn. Like when I can just learn paper trading it. So I'm not doing that. I wasted enough money playing around. Alright, I don't know how many accounts. God. It's like a lot of Elite Trade Funding ones, a lot of Trade Day. Probably bought 10, 15 of those, and I had at least 10 or 12 My Fun of Futures ones, and probably 4 or 5 Take Profit Trader ones. So I was like, ugh, that's enough. Right? Like, that's why I think it's got to push back down now, because where it left that wick, sellers just pushed it right back down. Get a wick below the S2 now would be nice. Like I said, there's 500 contracts at the... I should be taking the short, really. There's 500 contracts at the 112s, and there's 323 contracts at the 100s, so that would be... Right? I should be taking the short. Trend is down anyway, like... Should I take a short and then it pops back up to the 50s before going down, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna take it short. Just because it's back below the M1, I know it can pop to the 50s, and that's what I think it's probably gonna do. I hate to say that, but I think it is. But I'm gonna bring this down to the 100. Which would give us the S2. If it starts dipping below here, I'm going to move the stop just to pretty much break even, because I don't trust this. I'm gonna put that there. Like I said, I think we pushed down through. There's a lot of contracts sitting down there. So I think we do push down to the 100, but who knows? It could run back up to the 20s, 30s before it does. Don't want to be a dick for a tick. Apparently I don't have to. There we go. So we got our S2. I'm gonna refresh this. Now, see, that's what I was saying. Like the S2 dipped down below. Now we might look. We took out... No, still 725 contracts. At the 100. Oof. What do we got left on this candle? 120 left on this candle. But that is a nice... Like, look at the buyers pushing that up. Come back up to the M1. This is kind of like where I'd like to be long. Looking for the M2. Or even, like I said, S1 for now. And if it starts moving quickly, move it up to the M2. What time is it? 1 minute until new 30-minute candle. Like, that's a nice wick, right? Now we have one of those just on top too, so. Down to the M1 at 15 too. Basically down to the S2 on that. New candle in 13 seconds, so I think we could maybe push back down a little bit before moving up. Taking those contracts, the 100. Seems reasonable, right? So I don't think it's going to leave 700 contracts sitting down there and start moving up. I don't think. It might, but it doesn't normally do that. Doesn't normally leave 700 contracts sitting down there. I think sooner than later we're going to start getting our move up here. Alright, M2. Yeah, I think we can definitely get up there. I want to see a little sweep first, but it doesn't have to. If we get above the M1, I'm getting long. Because I think it definitely takes this wick regardless, so we're still looking at the S1. Let's see how it reacts. We'll move our stop up. And aim for the M2. That's it. Hopefully it all works. Alright, there you go. It's taking it those hundreds like we said. I didn't figure it was leaving those contracts down there, so. And I wasn't trying to predict the market, it's just, it normally doesn't leave stuff like that there. Right? Took all that out. Now this might just continue down too, but it is in a downtrend, you know. But we did sweep a lot. You know, we got a lot swept out there. It's around that time the market starts turning around a little bit. We get back above the S2, I might take a long. A minute 50 left on this candle. We're going to aim for, that would be, I think, enough. Right, because we got 500 earlier. So to the S1 would be enough. Right, it's a great reaction on the 15. We got down to the S2. So to get back over that wick, that's not a lot to ask for, you know. Are we going to? I don't know, but to get all those contracts. There's nothing sitting down there now. We're gonna give it that 500 we made to see if we're right. And like I said, if we lose that, that's totally fine. We'll have lots of opportunity. But if we get above the M1, we'll move the stop up to the S2 break even. And then when if we get to the S1, we'll move it up, or we get up above this, move it up to the M1. So we're gonna trail like that. But like I said, if it takes us out, it's totally fine. Yeah, 18 seconds left on this candle. I don't like that it's closing at the low of the candle, because to me that kind of signals like I like to see it wick back up above the S2, but it is what it is. Yeah, what did we get earlier? Well, it was 565. So we need 945? Math is hard sometimes. Oh, 950. Right, and like I said, it's not a lot to ask for. I'm looking for 1,500 here today. Now, if this takes us out, it's fine. Like I said earlier. Then we'll probably have to look for a short entry. Maybe that would have been a short entry here. Maybe I should have got short up at the S1. Because we are in a downtrend. So why am I trying to go long? Alright. But we got down to the M1 and S1, so that's why I thought we're probably going to turn around here. Right, because there's a lot of empty space up here. But it's been just going down, so... But it's been going back up, right? M3, R1. So... Why wouldn't this one go back up? Makes sense. If you look at it, bigger picture kind of thing. It's a lot of liquidity sitting up there that needs to be getting a spanking. But then sometimes we have just down days. So, who knows? Two minutes left on this 5-minute candle. Kind of keeps failing at the S2. I'd like for it to push above, but it's not for some reason. Come on, baby. get up to the M1 and above, I'm going to move it up to our stop up to break even. M1, sorry. This level right here. Pop, back above. We're going to put our stop up here at the S2. And then see if we can get our trade back up to around the S1. That's it. Pretty simple. And we do have a nice push up here, and we're probably going to close up towards the high, which is really good. So I think it's a pretty good probability we're going to push up. We keep squeezing up a little bit here, and we close up at that high. We're pushing up there. New candle. Closed up at the high. Might come down a little bit, but I think overall we're going to go up. Take it at that level. Pretty confident now. Look at the 15. We squeezed right back up here over the M2. Or M1, sorry. So there's no reason now why we shouldn't go up and take it this wick. I don't think. And our take profit is right at the 150s, so that's the perfect spot to take profit. There's a good chance it pumps to the 50s. At least. I'd say it's going to the 60s above that wick, but we'll see. We're going to see if we can get above that M1. We'll move our stop to the S1 then, or S2. Break even. This will be our $3,000 on this account. So this is going to be our second day. So we made $1,500 on it yesterday. If we get this $950 here, we'll have $1,500 today. So we'll see. I think we squeeze up here. It's getting to the point now where it needs to squeeze. Two minutes left on this candle. I like to close this candle up there at the 150s. Obviously. Of course I would. Why wouldn't I want to do that? Okay, we're getting over the M1. Move our stop to basically break even. Hopefully get our push to the 50s. 35 seconds left on this candle. We want to close above that M1. I might have to move my stop back down a little bit because if close above the M1, it might wick down a little bit first before moving up to the 50s. Don't really want to get stopped out just for a little wick. $20 seconds left. I like for it to just squeeze right now, right to the 50s. Alright. Does M1 hold? Just needs one more little push. I want to be a dick for a tick, but just push up there. This is the hardest one point that ever took me to get. This is crazy. Why is it not moving? Oh my god. Ugh, I really don't like that. How much time we got left? 2:55 left on this candle. It's gotta squeeze over that, right? Comes back to the M1 maybe. But I'd like for it to just squeeze over it now. At least over this wick to the S1. This is crazy. There you go. So that account would be passed. So that's 2 trading days. Say I had a take profit trader account. We had 1,500 one day and 1,500 the next day. So we would be done with that account now. We just have to flip for 3 days and be done. Our other account is up 1470, and that's just trading from our levels, our S2, M1, S1, M3 up to our main pivot, and that's literally all we've been doing. And we're paper trading now because I'm after blowing too many accounts with that to frig around. So, but with the testing, everything is going really well, and that was kind of against the trend. I don't really like that, but we were down in the S2 and the M1, so I was assuming, especially I seen those, we seen all the contracts down there at the 100 and everything else like that. So once that got reaped out and we're down to the 80s ish, you know, I was kind of figured, okay, we're gonna get back above the S2, and if we do, we took a long, brought it up to around M1, and then we had our take profit up here at the 150s. So it was good. So that's it for those accounts today. Tomorrow I got to trade this one, and the other one will be acting like a live account tomorrow. So, or funded account, sorry. So just had to be really careful with it, and we're going to trade it probably maybe a little smaller with that tomorrow. Probably trade it with just like 4 micros, that other account. Maybe I should call them like Take Profit Trader, My Fun Futures, something like that. So I know the difference because one's at 15, the other one's going to be at a 3. But yeah, and just trade them a bit smaller size, but the same setup, and see how long it would take me to pass them. And obviously watch my drawdown. I wish you had something you could set up. I don't know if you can on TradingView for simulate drawdown, but I don't know. But yeah, that's it for me, man. I got those 2 accounts up. I'm happy. I don't really want to fool around with that anymore. But please like and subscribe if you don't. If you need accounts to take Profit Trader, please use JWT and accounts to Trade Day. JWT with Trade Day. And Take Profit Traders JW. Okay. Takes me a while sometimes. So early morning. But yeah, have a good one, man. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Careful trading. Don't get chewed up.